Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been updating recent content. It has been very hard trying to record everything. A lot of things happening, live, all the normal jazz. So I'm not always in the mood to record and camera position and all that stuff, but I am trying to do so. But anyway, I am continuing on with my project. As you can see, I got some more gold items, and yes, what you're seeing here is what's going on to Panzer. Obviously, I got the 77mm UPD in gold, along with the idler pulleys as well. So I had a lot happening this past couple of weeks. A lot of setbacks, you know the drill. I had to put all of this on hold mainly because my oil cooler lines on the E55 started leaking, or started seeping for the most part, and leaking under high pressure. They're 15-year-old hoses. They did their job, at least to me. So I went ahead and started my project, which I've been holding off for a while. If you notice right over here, I have these AN adapter fittings. These pretty much go in place where the factory oil lines would go, and they allow me to hook up, as you see here, a 10-an hose. And I got a pair. So I'm actually going to redo the entire system with a new oil cooler. That's not the new oil cooler over there. I was doing some comparisons as far as size for fitment of how I'm going to do it, because the bottom one on the lower part is going to be done away with. I am keeping the side oil cooler. I gave it a good cleaning, make sure it's working, everything's good. There's some little rock nicks here in the back, nothing too major. It's still functioning like it should. I'm still going to be using this one with some hoses that I picked up. Now, these are some very heavy duty hoses. They could hold up to 3600 PSI. Not that I need that, but as far as going this route and the manufacturer route, I wanted to go an aftermarket touch, and I know these hoses will outlast the life of the vehicle. The vehicle will probably be done before these hoses ever were to fail. And I went ahead and got them hooked up with 10-an connectors, and I had them weld my 180 connectors for the factory exchanger with the 10-ans to go with that other cooler. But let's go ahead and go over there to Panzer and show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm honestly actually pretty excited to get all this done. There's a show April 18th that I'm looking forward to attend, so I got to get all this done. I have about a month. It needs to get done. Alright, so here's Panzer in all its glory. It is stripped for the most part, minus the supercharger. That's going to be next if I have the time. Obviously, the valve covers are getting sent to get powder coated finally. As you can see, I have my 10-an fittings already hooked up with 10-an caps for the time being, so I can get the line situated. We'll get back to that. Ignore the box that's in there. I have my underhood tank also getting repowder coated. Yes, they were powder coated this yellow, but there's going to be a new color shade going into this car, including with the new surge tanks for the DTK top mount intercoolers. Now, I know you're wondering what that is, but those that have been following me on Instagram know exactly what I'm doing. Just in case, for those that are just following me strictly on the YouTube channel, you guys can follow me at Panzer_W211. Now, you don't have to follow me. It'll be nice if you did, but I don't have my account private, so you can feel free to look without following me, just to keep up to date. If you like what you see, you can obviously follow, but to get back to the gist. So this prototype right here is going to be done away with, the current ones being sent to me for the souvenir exchanger. Basically the difference is a couple of little tweaks and changes, and of course a coating. The coating is going to be similar to the PLM exchanger. It has a nice anodized, I would assume it's an anodized coating. It's some kind of coating on it just to protect the finish, and that's pretty much, you can tell the difference from the two right off the bat. And if you notice right here, I pretty much have everything gutted out on both ends, including the lower cooler. I took all the bracketing out, everything's done away with. You can see some of the oil residue from the line itself. It was seeping through. That really upset me. I'm going to get this cleaned prior to the show. I'm going to do a lot of extensive cleaning before we get to the show at Precision 1. That's going to be done. But anyway, let's continue with what I was actually talking about. So these 10-an oil coolers, pretty much, here's your outlet. This outlet goes in to the bottom. It goes into a first lower cooler, which is the factory one, which used to be that long one that would sit below this water exchanger right over here.
And then obviously it'll go into that one with the fan over here on the end. Loop back around, do some weird zigzagging, and back over here to the bottom end. I'm obviously going to be changing all that up with some beefier lines, something that I don't have to worry about leaks in the future ever. And we can go ahead and get that situated. The new oil cooler is going to be actually placed in this vicinity. As you can see, I took off my SAI pump, the bracketing and everything. Look at all that space. I have a good amount to put a cooler right over here, and I'm going to use these bracketing points to hold the bracket to have it float. Pretty much just mount it nice and neat. I already got everything situated. It's going to look really good when I'm done. Obviously these lower brackets right over here for the PLM exchanger I'm going to use to hold the hoses. The hoses can fit right in between this junction and go right across. I'm gonna weld some hose separators onto here, some 12-amp hose separators. Obviously everything's going to be looped back into the original location for the factory oil cooler. Now for this right over here, all this is going to be done away with as well. All this has seen better days of constant removing and fitting, and I'm actually going to do this 100% now that I'm going to get the top mounts. So all this hosing is going to be redone, new insulation, new ends. It's going to look clean, it's going to look proper. Same thing for the underhood tank. I know I'm speaking a lot, just bear with me folks on this. But I quite a did little by little here and there. Obviously, look, brand new connector ends. There's gonna be a little video on that as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna attach it to this video, but you'll find out towards the end. If not, you'll see when. It'll probably be the next video that I do. I'm trying to get all this content onto my computer. It takes time, and I wish there was more time during the day. But other than that, all new pulleys are being redone in that gold anodized. A lot of the bracketing is going to be powder coated as well. To explain the top mount intercoolers for this setup, the supercharger has the main intercooler right underneath, between the valley, underneath the supercharger. That's going to be gutted out and done away with. New top mounts are going to take place on each end over here with a water and air intercooling system linked with a new pump. So yes, this Bosch 010 pump is going to be saying its last farewell this year. I am trying to finish this towards the next month or two, so I'm looking to get all this done. I don't know if the top mounts are going to be done by the show for April 18th, but I'm aiming for that. Other than that, that's pretty much where I'm at with the car. Car hasn't really been moved. Looks amazing though with the ceramic coating. Everything looks proper on this vehicle. Oh, I think it's like at 89% on my standards. I feel like it could be done more, and it is going to get a little bit more love from Precision One. He's going to be taking care of that. Prior to the show, we're going to do some more extensive cleaning, some little changes, and obviously, like you saw in the beginning of the video, we got a new setup inside. I'll cover more on that later on the following videos. This is kind of like an update. I know this is probably not what you guys want to hear. You guys want to see me in depth with the video, but just understand I live in apartments, so trying to work out here, sometimes you got people bothering you, you got management telling you can't be working on vehicles. So I'm doing what I can when I can, and I'll try to record as much of it as possible. So yeah, it is a mess in here. It is very cluttered. I have so much stuff that I have to put in, take out, remove, and I got I'm getting little by little my fittings, all 12 amps, some connectors, some bungs that I'm going to be attaching to the new heat exchanger. I'm trying a couple of 12-amp Ys for the top mounts. I have a vision in my head, and I'm going to make it proper. I'm excited. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm very excited. I just got to wait for stuff to come in and then plan it all out and attack it. But this is Panzer. Just wanted to kind of give you guys a little update on your Solar Beam Yellow E55. You guys take it easy.